Then item J is procedure to replace superintendent. We've
You can do a lottery or...
and said no, and we just decided we're not going to do it. So.
Well, there's some more savings.
There you go.
So many school districts use search consultants, and I know, Deb, you've already been contacted by at least 2 or 3. Later after the meeting's over, we need to look at travel arrangements tomorrow for the school board convention, what time people can leave, et cetera, who plans on driving down and who's riding with who. But you will have the opportunity in the next several days to, I don't have a handout for this, to go to the school board convention and probably see and meet with different search consultants. I know the last 2 times you use Fox River Valley Consultants. I think that's Al Rosenthal is involved with that one. WASB also will provide service. I know talking to WASB, they'll customize it and you can do whatever portions or however much you want their involvement in, etc. Like I said, you're going to have to decide. More than likely, I guess, if you're asking me, I'd probably have you meet some of the search consultants in the next 2-3 days. Probably have to set it as a special board meeting to interview the 2 or 3 you want to consider, select one, and then begin the process.
That's pretty
I'm
much.
kind of partial, right now to the WASB with Dennis Richards, because Dennis is in technically he's in our backyard. He's part of the CISA 4 that's been involved in this area. I think he knows our district. No offense, I don't mean this to be a slam to Al Rosenthal, but Al's been out of this district for 35 years. I don't know if they know Al Rosenthal and Carol Lehman understand the needs of the Toma Area School District as much as I think Dennis Richard has a better understanding of what it's like in this area, because he's right in our backyard. And what again makes us very unique is our relationship with the Native Americans. I know they just signed a memorandum of understanding with the Native Americans in Black River Falls, something we did a couple years ago. I think that he understands that process too. So, I mean, he's just one, WASB, and I don't know who else is out there. I know I did give or show Deb the Kiel is looking for a superintendent, and they're asking that all resumes, et cetera, be forwarded to the district administrator, and they're doing it. Some are part of doing it in house, so it's a mixture of different things. I know the costs. The last time when I believe when I was hired, it was $6,000. And now that's been, believe it or not, 6 years ago. So, but that's
wonderful years, by the
way. Turn the camera off, Scott.
It's 10 o'clock.
So, anyway, that's what I would recommend, is that you take a look at some of the search consultants, meet with them when you're in Milwaukee, and decide, again, like you said, who you may want to invite to have a special board meeting interview, whatever it is, 2 or 3, and then make your selection on that. And you might get an idea when you're in Milwaukee, what's your fee structure, what do you do for us, what essentially do you do, for that kind of money.
I do have the letters from WASB and from the Fox River consultants that were sent, so you guys can look them over and see. They go through a little bit of what they provide, but no fee structure, of course.
And I did go on to the WASA website and was looking at job openings and so on, and looked at a variety of them, and they're not the only ones, and ironically, some of the school districts are going out of state to Iowa and Illinois, et cetera. So I know these are 2 that are right within the state.
Well, that sounds like a plan. We will keep our eyes and ears open and look around while we were at the convention this week and see what we find out, and bring that back for everyone. I think you're right. We'll want to have a special meeting where we do compare and contrast what we have available to us and go from there.
Is that something that we should vote on then at the next board meeting next month, as far as?
Or you may want to do something sooner. We may have to have a special board meeting for kind of the opposite of an expulsion hearing. A while back were supposed to have an expulsion hearing, the student withdrew, and so the student now wants to come back, and the board motion or the board action was that it would be deferred until some date. If the student ever returned, then you'd reconvene. And so the student wants to, re-enroll in the school district, and I don't feel as administrators we have that authority to allow him back into the school without appearing before the board. And so you may want to, if we have to look at a date to have that special board meeting, have the hearing, and then have this either prior to or just after.
Okay.
You know,
That'd be good.
because your calendar sounds like you've got a ton of meetings
Well,
coming up.
Yeah, it does. But we knew it would. We knew it would. So that sounds like a good idea.
Get here faster.
Right. Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Okay.